Welcome back to another episode of Southern Sorcery! Man, I'm pumped. We're on the train still for Wilds of Eldraine. On the train for Wilds of Eldraine. I'm excited for this one. This is a set booster, so it'd be good to try to compare what we opened up with the collector booster and with this to see if one's better than the other. So let's get to diving into this one. Hope everyone is doing exceptionally well today. The weather is cooling down considerably, which makes me happy. Hopefully it makes you happy too, and you're not one of those people that are cold all the time. If you are, let me know how it is to be cold, because I'm always hot, so I don't get to experience that fun stuff. Again, I want to shout out Mr. Mark Vickers for this box. He is the one that supplied these boxes to let us open on channel, so really cool of him to do that. Again, his information will be linked down below, so please give him a look. If you're in the area, especially go by his store, Cardboard Shuffle in Kingsport, Tennessee, and give him a shout out. Otherwise, he has a TCG player account as well, so if you're looking for some singles, great place to look. Cool little insert here, little gingerbread man knight, very on theme for the fairy tales. I like it. Yeah, let's dive into it. See if we can find some of this fun stuff. We can't pull the confetti foils. I think you can only get those in the collector boxes, so it'd be a little interesting to see what else we can do, but you can still pull, I think, everything in the normal boxes, so I think everything is up for grabs just like normal. So let's get to cracking and see what we find here. Right off the bat, we have an artwork card. Beautiful signature on that. What card is that? That is Agatha's Soul Cauldron. I think that card's actually worth a little bit of Monet too, so it might be a good art card to have. We've got a Baird token, a Dawn of Hope. Nice. There's our rare, and that's in the extended art treatment with their fairy tale frame, or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, whenever you gain life, you pay 2 if you draw a card, and then for 3 and a white, create a 1/1 white soldier creature token with lifelink. So card's all about gaining life. A Ley Line of Lightning. Nice. So these are some of the ley lines. They reprinted them all. Cool thing about these is you can play them before the game starts. So you see right here, if Ley Line of Lightning is in your opening hand, you may begin the game with it on the battlefield. So whenever you cast a spell, you may pay 1. If you do, Ley Line of Lightning deals 1 damage to target player or planeswalker. A fun card to do some damage with. A Likeness Looter. So we got 3 rares in this pack. Pest of Honor, Provisions Merchant, Disdainful Stroke, good little counter spell. Archive Dragon, there he is, reading all of his books. Up the Beanstalk we go. Fee Fi Fo Fum, Brave the Wilds, Rowan's Grim Search, a Troublemaker Oof, and Oofé, and then an island. I like that. Even the non-foil, these islands are really pretty. So we'll set that all here. We won't spend too much time on the rares and uncommons, because we're just after that gas today. Give them more gas! And they're up front too, so it'll make it easy to go through these. There's our art card. You're on an adventure. Our foil is the Experimental Confectioner. She's just trying all kinds of things with her baking, but more importantly, she's got a bunch of rats and mice helping her out, so like a Ratatouille type thing? Yeah, sure, we'll call that. We'll put the foil over here, and then a Karmic Justice. An enchantment says whenever a spell or ability an opponent controls destroys a non-target or a non-creature permanent you control, you may destroy target permanent that controls. An eye for an eye leaves the whole world blind.
Eye for an eye, mamacita.
And then a Spiteful Hex Mage. Cool. Then we got a Witch's Vanity, a Cursed Courtier, taken by Nightmares, a High Fae Negotiator, Soul Guide Lantern, a Mocking Sprite, Mocking Bird, yeah.
Mock, yeah.
Mocking Sprite, Misleading Notes, a Baronaughty, ha you naughty little fairy, and then another island. So nice. Already hitting off with some good cards. I think this set's good. Like I said, it's almost like a master set, the way they did it with a lot of these cool reprints. Treasure token here. A Toadstool Admirer. He's just so happy to see them mushrooms. Man, I'm all about them mushrooms, baby. Nature's Will. Great card for 4. Whenever one or more creatures you control do combat damage to a player, tap all lands that player controls and untap all lands you control. Just a fun, good card. There's a Grasp of Fate. And then something from the land cycle, Restless Cottage. This one, if you pay 2, a green and a black into it, it becomes a 4/4 black and green horror creature until end of turn. So, a neat little card. We got a Collector's Vault, a Frolicking Familiar. There's the awesome otter with the witch's hat on, or the wizard's hat. I love it. Earth Elemental, a Frantic Firebolt, an Unruly Catapult. Just a catapult that's become unruly. A Living Lectern, a Verdant Soldier, and a Swamp with our art card there. So the art card's actually in the back. How I'm flipping it's a little different. Normally the rares and stuff, it just depends on where they print these cards from. I think the Japanese print runs, if I'm not, I could be just completely lying here. They are rares up front, everything in the back, versus the American where the rares in the back, so I don't know. I could be completely misguided on that. Malik Grim Manipulator. I think this is from the Secret Lair stuff. And another, yeah, pretty cool card. It's a mythic, so we'll set that over here. Ooh, a nice Curiosity in the full art foil. That is pretty. And then an intruder alarm to go along with curiosity. Intruder alarm says creatures don't untap during their controller's untap step, but whenever a creature enters the battlefield, untap all creatures. Believe me when I tell you this card can cause all kinds of shenanigans with combos and just help things combo off. So if you see someone kind of play it on the sly, just know they're probably close to winning the game. And then curiosity is very funny because when you enchant this when you enchant the creature with this and it deals damage to an opponent, you get to draw a card. So pretty fun card there. And then Virtue of Knowledge, nice, another mythic. It has on the going on adventure side, for 1 and a blue, copy target activated or triggered ability you control. You may choose new targets for the copy. So if you got something you want to copy and do some more shenanigans with, this is your card. And then the enchantment side, it says if a permanent entering the battlefield causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. So lots of copies, the duplication at its finest. Nice. Then a Wildwood Mentor, a tree folk. They've become pretty popular since Lord of the Rings came in, actually. Become Brutes. Whoa. This is a super, like, misprinted card. It's almost like textured in a weird way. Huh. Mark, you'll have to take a look at that. That is interesting. I've never felt or seen a card like that. That is wild. It's like almost been like acid washed or something. How cool. Yeah, I'll set that one aside for you. We'll put it over here with the good stuff. Maybe that's a misprint. Misprints are worth a lot because people love that, like, oddity, the one-of type thing. Troyan. Tempest Heart, Collector's Vault, a Gnawing Crescendo, Harried Spearguard, Rat Out. I'm gonna rat you out. But this literally means I'm gonna throw a rat at you and kill you. Ha ha! Could you imagine someone just pelting you with a rat? What a terrible day that it would be. And how mad would you have to make someone do that? Just start throwing rats at you until you just die. Our foil is the Fell Horseman. Compulsion. Hilda's Crown of Winter. You've been promoted to the Queen of Winter. 1 tap target creature. This ability costs 1 less to activate during your turn, so you just tap it for free. 3, sacrifice the Crown of Winter. Draw a card for each tap creature your opponents control. Seems pretty cool. I like the flavor. That's fun. And then a Restless Spire, another one of the lands. This one becomes a 2/1 red elemental creature with, as long as it's your turn, this creature has first strike. That's pretty neat. That's probably one of the better ones just because it has an additional mechanic of first strike. Knight of Doves, a cheeky house mouse, a Spellscorn Coven, Spider Food, Cooped Up, Sleight of Hand, a Titanic Growth, and a Swamp. Sleight of Hand, man, thieves are just thieves. Can't trust them. Can't trust them as far as you can throw them, unless it's a rat. Then apparently you can throw them and pelt people with them. There's our art card, really cool, like a fairy. A Candy Trail. Man, if I remember anything from, what was it, Hansel and Gretel? Don't follow the candy trail, right? You lead to a house made of candy and a witch then tries to make you into a pie. It's not good. It's no good at all. A Dark Tutelage. A Restless Biovic. A Fairy Fencing on guard. Dream Spoilers, Fairy Dream Thief. A Johan. Splashy Spellcaster. A Fell Horseman. A Savior of the Sleeping. Nice. Wake up, people. It's time to get saved. Slumbering Keep Guard. And a Mountain. Nice. I like those. I love this set. The knights, the royal like theme behind it, the fairies, the nod to the old fairy tales that we grew up with. Like I think it's just got a lot of flavor and it's fun. There's a cool otter, an otter of the forest, almost made of plants. I dig that. There's a good old rat. A Cursed Courtier. Is that right? A Courtier. Lifelink, whenever it enters the battlefield, create a cursed roll token attached to it. That's probably what we just looked at, that token that could flip upside down. Put that in the foil pile. Rest in Peace. We pulled this the other day, so nice. Another duplication card. Just a fun card. Like I said, it exiles things and it keeps them exiled, so very playable card. A Feral Encounter is our rare. Ashiok's Reaper, a Twisted Sewer Witch. Gross. Smell it before you see her. A Tattered Ratter. Oh, Tattered Ratter. A Totentaz, a Swarm Piper, more rats. I just love all this rat theme. Another Candy Trail, a good old Ginger Brute, a Territorial Witch Stalker. So if you're a smelly witch like that sewer witch, this good boy here can smell you, and then he's gonna find you and probably tear you up. And then a Spell Stutter for 1 and a blue. Counter target spell unless its controller pays 2 plus additional 1 for each fairy you control. Very good counter spell for a fairy themed deck for sure. Especially since it's only 1 blue pip. That is fantastic. A lot of rogue decks, most of them run a lot of fairies, so I can see that getting some play actually. There's our art card. She's got a flaming axe hammer thing, so that seems very intimidating. I dig it. There's another flip token. I like that. A Merfolk Coral Smith. So she's making things underwater like a normal blacksmith would do, but she uses it out of coral. I piece that together. Slowly, but I piece it together. Impact Tremor is a great card. Deals with damage every time a creature comes into play to all your opponents. Heartflame Duelist. That's a cool card. The Frolicking Familiar. My guy coming through again in the hat. Woo-hoo-hoo, ready to party. A Hearth Elemental. A Johan. Grabby Giant. Redcap Thief. Archon's Glory. A Voracious Vermin. We shall have our day, brethren. Lord Skidder promised the starving rats of Edgewall that they would never go hungry again. Ha ha, the rats. An Edgewall pack, a pack full of good boobies. A Gadoogs. Oh, law. I love it. There's another elemental, like a dragon. That's a cool art card. We got a token, a rowdy research. Let's get some research, but let's crack a few beers and have a rowdy research party. Oh, I get it. Force Fruition, neat card. For 6, whenever an opponent casts a spell, that player draws 7 cards. We talked about it last time. I think we had the different art for it, but I love this artwork. This is from a Shape of Brown, going downtown with Shape of Brown. Force Fruition, a Spectre of Mortality, a Spectre, a Ghoul, Charging Hooligan. Gadwick's First Duel, Welcome to Sweet Tooth. We got back-to-back sagas. They call them sagas because they have different lores, and each time you visit one of these with a lore counter, you get to do something different. So pretty cool enchantments. Back for Seconds. That person's trapped in Jello. That's a bad day, right? Mary Barge, Shatter the Oath, a Sugar Rush, and a Swamp. That's a cool swamp. I like that art. That's really nice. I like to see all these different artworks come together. I've talked about it with several other boxes before, but like the artwork is what draws a lot of people to Magic. Got another signed card. Nice. This one is very pretty. I like that signature too. Who signed that? Oh, someone that Fuzichoko? Yeah. I'm sorry for butchering your name, but that's the Ristic Study art card. So this one's probably pretty sought after because Ristic Study is a great card. I hope we pull a Ristic Study. That'd be great. Food token. Evaluna's Gatekeeper is our foil. And then we have Garrick's Uprising with the king himself, Lord Skitter, the rat noble, the sire of rats and mice alike. An Eerie Interference, a Glass Casket, the Princess Takes Flight, Lord Skitter's Butcher, his personal chef. This man has got it go, or this rat has got it going on. A Calisel Sword, a Bride's Attendant, Sky Beast Tracker, Stormkill Prowler, and a very beautiful Plains. Yeah, they spared no expense on those full art lands. They look great. Yeah. So what have you guys pulled from this set that's been awesome? I know I asked last video. Oh nice, a Devouring Sugar Maw. That's our foil. Just imagine cakes, candies, things come alive, and then they like want to eat you instead.
Nasty big pointy teeth.
That's pretty much what this is. It's a horror. So for 1 and a white, you create a 1/1 white human creature token and a food token. And then for the creature side of it, this for 4, Menace Trample at the beginning of your upkeep, you may sacrifice an artifact, enchantment, or token. If you don't, you tap Devouring Sugar Maw. So it has to eat. Give me the food. I dig it. It's really cool. A Griffin Airy. Nice. A Song of Totentanaz. Totentanaz. I like it a lot. An Ego Drain. You think you're something, huh? Like you're hot crap. Nah, we're going to drain that ego right out from you. You waste your life. Let's see if I can do any better with it. Oof. Someone's about to take over your life. Don't like that. Fairy Fencing, Splashy Spellcaster, Elemental Wizard, Break the Spell, a Rat Catcher Trainee. So she's here to capture all the rats, so she is not an ally of the rats. An Army Mice, Flick a Coin, Heads or Tails. And then our art card is here. That's really pretty. I like that. It reminds me of like a Disney movie or something right out of the gate. That is the Charmed Apple from Zach Alexander. It's really cool. Cool. We'll just keep moving along here. I think we've seen most of the commons and uncommons, so we can just kind of skip through those now as we're closer to the end of the box. There's some of the anime art. That's really pretty. Then we got On an Adventure. That's to signify the cards that have this here, that they are on an adventure. So after an adventure resolves, you can place the exile card here. You may cast a permanent spell from exile, so then you can cast it for that side. If that helps make the game more sense. Helps the game make more sense if I could speak. See, the English language is very hard, even for me, and I've been practicing it for years.
Something I'm very good at.
A Mana Flare, nice card. A Charming Scoundrel. And then there's our Restless Carriage again, that art card, or the land card, full art. Knight of the Sweet's Revenge. So again, here comes the candy to come take over. That's one tough cookie, my food golem man. He's ready to stand up and fight all these evil candies. Let's go! And then Greta the Sweet Tooth Scourge, Iriette's Whisper, Moment of Valor, a Toadstool Admirer, Involving Wilds, and a Swamp. Swampy Swamp. I said I was going to fly through the commons and uncommons, and I did not. Called myself out for my stupid actions.
You idiot!
Oh, let's see. Ruthless Invasion, there's a list card. We haven't pulled a ton of list cards yet. Corvold and the Noble Thief for our foil. Intangible Virtue, a Dragon Mantle, a Spreading Seas, and a Virtue of Strength. Nice, a Mythic. Return target creature card or land from your graveyard to your hand, and then you can play it for this enchantment side. If you tap a basic land for mana, it produces 3 times as much of that mana instead. 3 for 3. Let's go, Arby's.
We have the meat.
Corvold and the Noble Thief, and then there's our. So see, I flew through it that time, and then a foil mountain. I just got to catch myself. I like to talk about Magic. I'll go on for days, so someone has to reel me in. It's not gonna be me. I have a hard time reeling myself in. A food. Lord Skitter's Butcher for our foil, a Season of Growth, Gumdrop Poisoner, then Neva and Iriette's, and then there's the rest of it. If you want to stop and look at anything, just pause it. You can look and read the cards. Yeah, I'm doing a good job. Hooray! Speeding things up. Hey, there's another list card, a Rift Bolt. That's cool. It's almost like a lightning bolt, but it has suspend. A Chancellor of Tales. Hey, another Necropotence. Nice. And this one's the anime one. Very good. This is a good card. I love it. We talked about it last time, but you get to skip your draw step. Whenever you discard a card, exile that card from your graveyard. And then even when you pay 1 life, you can keep doing this. Exile the top card of your library face down. Put that card into your hand at the beginning of your next end step. So it just helps refill your hand. I love it. Love it. Lord Skitter's Blessing. You have my blessing. I am the king of rats. A Virtue of Knowledge, another mythic. Nice. That's the one that gets to copy. And then, so we pulled the non-like fairy tale frame version of it earlier. And then here's our other stuff here. Very nice. Love that forest. Beautiful. It's probably my favorite art I've seen thus far. It just very fairy tale vibes for sure. Like the haunted woods, the enchanted forest, whatever you want to call it. The spooky green place. On an adventure. Flick a coin for our foil. Oversold Cemetery. That's funny. We got these two last time in the same pack, so something is telling someone somewhere to play mono black and play shenanigans. For sure. We'll fix these piles a little bit. Leyline of Sanctity. There's another Leyline card. So this one can come into play in your opening hand before the game starts. You just get hexproof, like you yourself have hexproof, which is an awesome feature. There's the Surgenger, the meal ender, the food knight, here to end the meal. I love that. Surgenger the meal ender, hooray! And then here is our commons and uncommons, so the foil forest. Yeah, so what decks are you wanting to build out of this? Anybody got anything specific they're like super excited about? There's a lot of, there's Ashiok and signed card. We're getting a lot of cool signed art cards. I like that a lot. Some of these might be worth money. I don't even know how to check that. I guess you could go on TCG and check the price of like signed cards. A Candy Grapple, man, when you're fighting that vicious apple and it's just biting into you, gotta be ready to ha-cha, just bite it back, you know? Fight fire with fire. Curiosity. Hey, nice, a great hit. I was looking this stuff up the other night. This is one of the better cards financially, so great hit. Ba-boom, yeah, there we go. Agatha's Soul Cauldron. For 2, you may spend mana as though or mana of any color to activate abilities of creatures you control, which is bonkers. And then creatures you control with +1/+1 counters on them have all activated abilities of all creature cards exiled with Agatha's Soul Cauldron. Tap it to exile target creature card from a graveyard, which is exile target card from a graveyard, sorry. When a creature card is exiled this way, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Just a crazy cool mechanic, and there's no reason, I mean, it does getting play, and it's worth money because it's just so busted. I love it. Needs to go on my my monkeys deck. And there's Court of Garenbrig. I think another decent card. So yeah, back-to-back good hits. I like it a lot. And then there's our uncommons and commons. So nice, great hit. Maybe I won't ship that one back to Mark. I'm just kidding. I will. All right, into the Fate Court is our foil. Another Curiosity. We got tons of those. A Gruff Triplets. A Dream Spoilers, Night of Sweet's Revenge, and then there's the rest of the bulky bulk. I think there was a couple common uncommon cards that had like close to $2 in value, so there's a couple cards out there that are worth some money, even in those slots. So I think it's a good set. I've seen a lot of people like kind of bashing it, like financially, like, oh, it's gonna tank. Like they do that with every set, so I don't always believe the hype, nor do I believe the adverse of hype, the negative hype. Vampiric Rites, the Apprentice's Folly. It reminds me of the Mickey when he's the Sorcerer's Apprentice, Wizard's Apprentice, something like that. Yeah, Disney people help me out. Let me know which one that one is. But that was a fun one, like a musical. It was really cool. where he had the broom. Broom came to life, kind of helped him clean. He was trying to clean up the thing and almost unleashed like a crazy like demon upon the world, just trying to clean up the room. A Fortifying Provisioners. That's a list card from, there's the original Throne of Eldraine set. It's from that set symbol, so that's pretty cool. A Hopeful Vigil, Knightly Valor, Utopia Sprawl, and a Raging Battle Mouse. Woo! That Battle Mouse is coming for those orcs. My goodness. And then there's our other stuff there. Very cool. I like the mice theme, man. I might have to make like a non-relentless rat and mouse deck just from all this cool flavor in here. So that'd probably be my choice if I was going to build something out of this set. Hey, an Elven Palisade from Exodus? Is that Exodus? Oh, man. I don't remember. Sacrifice the forest. Target attacking creature gets -3/-0 until end of turn. Volrath is not the only one who can shape this world to serve him. Eladamri, Lord of Leaves, one of my favorite characters in all of Magic, so a really cool list card. 3 bowls of porridge. Hey, nice! The anime Greater Aromancy Mythic, so great. It gives other enchantments you control Shroud, and then enchanted creatures you control have Shroud. So great, they can't be the target of spells or abilities. It helps keep them protected. This reminds me of Pokemon, like 1000% that she's got it, plus it's an anime, so that also makes sense. But a really cool Mythic, very nice, very good pull. And then Rankle's Prank. We talked about that last time, how his pranks are just like very devious, because the louder they scream, the harder he laughs. Oh, not a good cat. Not a good cat at all. And then there is our normal stuff with a very beautiful mountain with all the bridges. That's really cool. I like that. Oh, man. All right, we're down to our last few packs here. Doubling Season, Smothering Tithe, Ristic Study. We'd love to see one of those. That would be a big hit to kind of put the cherry on the top here. A Knight, Cheeky House Mouse Foil, Dark Tutelage, 3 Blind Mice. That's cool. And then it's the Saga. I like that a lot. You get to create a mouse, you create a token that's a copy of the target creature token you control, so make more tokens of something big. And then creatures you control get +1/+1 engaged vigils in turn, so you get to hopefully overrun someone with all your mice. I like that. That's fun. A Gallant Pie Wielder, that's my guy. My Dwarf Knight, he's just, ahaha, time for your just desserts, Rat-Capped Scum. He's just fighting people with pies. I love it. It's wonderful. Nice. Very good. Very good. Like I said, getting up to the last packs here, so let's pull something juicy. There's our art card. Titanic Growth, a very iconic card of Magic. Season of Growth. Another one of the lands. This one becomes a 5/5 green and blue plant creature with trample. I like that too. Just costs 5 to do it, so it's a little expensive. A Dutiful Griffin, and then, yeah, the rest of it's just uncommons and commons. Dragon Lord, Ajutai? Man, nice, a mythic. I mean, some of these Elder Dragons are worth money. He has flying and has hexproof as long as it's untapped. Whenever he deals combat damage to a player, look at the top 3 cards of your library, put one of them onto your hand, and the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. Nice. I mean, that's a great list pull, I feel like. I'm partial to dragons, but I don't know if that's worth anything, but it's a mythic nonetheless. Intangible Virtue is our foil, but we'll put it with this. Griffin Airy. Hey, nice, the Bunny Corn. I've been looking for this guy. Sweet. So he's worth a little bit of money. He's a good card for 1 and a white. Its power and toughness are each equal to the number of non-land permanents you control. He could get huge. I love it. I love it. Plus, he's a rabbit unicorn, which, how awesome is that? A rabbit unicorn? And the elusive otter and the alt art frame. Hallelujah. How beautiful. I love it. All these cool things. I want to pet each and every one of them to have them become my best friends. Oral Treatment, Surmont, and then the rest of the commons and uncommons. How good. See, the last pack was bad, but that pack was fantastic. I think both those cards are financially worth a couple bucks too, which is always good, right? You want to pull the financial stuff and good playable stuff. The 2-for-1. The Food, Archon's Glory, Phyrexian Unlife, An Extraordinary Journey. What a journey it really was. There's the Rowdy Research and the rest of the normal stuff. About said OG stuff, it's just comments and uncommons. Art card here. I like the stairs. Just a token. Protective Parents. 'Tis but a stab wound straight through the donut. Hahaha, that's how the donut hole actually got created. You fought a donut and created that donut hole. I love it. A Fonsbane Troll. Ooh, a troll. And then a Court of Embereth. That's really nice. And the Succumb to the Cold. And the rest of the uncommons and commons. I love donuts, by the way. Talking about one that just now made me want a donut really bad. I want a hot dog really bad. That quote always gets me.
Ooh, a hot dog!
But a donut. A hot dog, too. I'm a big guy. I like food, so you're not going to upset me with a hot dog or a donut, really. Two vastly different things, but I love them both. A Howling Gelfang. A Grasp of Fate. Hey, nice. The Blossoming Tortoise, another good mythic. Again, worth a couple bucks. I got to look up some of the prices when I was pricing out the collector box the other day. So I did get to see some of the stuff that was worth financial money and some of the stuff that was not, that I thought may have been. So you never know. You never know. Especially when someone figures out a way to kind of bust the card, like make it really playable in a certain format, the price can skyrocket. There's our foil, the Abrira Dreaming Duelist. Hatching Plans, the Huntsman's Redemption. That's Garrick, the Huntsman. Chancellor of Tales. He's one of the OG Planeswalkers in all of Magic. And he was cursed for a long time from Liliana, another Planeswalker, so he was wilding out. He was killing other Planeswalkers and being kind of a bad guy in a way. Which, I mean, he kind of always been like that. A Treasure. Hey, nice, a Throne of Eldraine. Very cool. Wow, I like that card a lot. Man, it's almost like in that same texture. It's wild. It's foil. As a Throne of Eldraine enters the battlefield, choose a color. Tap it to add 4 mana of the chosen color. Spend this mana only to cast monocolored spells of that color. So it's great for monocolored decks, which means, you know, singular color. 3, tap it to draw 2 cards. Spend only mana of the chosen color to activate this ability. It has to be a good card. That's awesome. The artwork on it too, with all the different knights, the realms, like that is awesome. Great card. A Ground Seal and a Devouring Sugar Maw for the other rare. Oh man, yeah. I think this box has been a home run. This box to me already has been, I think, a little better than the collector box, which is funny to say, but not the collector box was bad. It's just, you know, when you pull some of the same cards in the set box plus a little bit of other spice, like it just kind of makes it like, you know, wow. And there's another pseudo list card, Haunt's Slayer Zealot. At the beginning of your upkeep, target opponent creates 3 Walker tokens. They're 2/2 black zombie creatures. I think so. These are like the Walking Dead secret layer cards, but in their Magic universe form. So pretty cool. And you can tap in to deal 2 damage to target creature. Whenever a zombie an opponent controls dies, draw a card. That's really neat. I like that. So that over the list cards. A Rat Out. Copy Enchantment, great. So you can have Copy Enchantment enter the battlefield as a copy of an enchantment. The card name tells you exactly what it does. Huzzah! A Raid Bombardment, and then a Tangled Colony for our last rare. More rats. Let's go. And then there's the last little bit of commons and uncommons. So overall, great box. Thanks for stopping by and watching me pull all this stuff, spec on it a little bit. I think some of these cards are going to stand the test of time just because they're so playable in Commander right out of the gate. So let me know what you picked up. Let me know, you know, singles that you're looking for. I'm excited to play this. Yeah, I'm excited to pick up some boxes for myself. Yeah, thanks again for watching. I appreciate it. I hope you make some good choices today and make the day the best day you can, because that's what it's all about, my brothers and sisters. But yeah, have a good one. Thanks again for watching. Like, subscribe, join the Discord. We got some t-shirts. Check the link below. They're really cool. They're fun. Speaking of Ristic Study, that's what they're based around. Be on the lookout for more stuff. We're excited. I'm excited. You're excited. We're all excited. Yay! Bye!